Greetings. Hey everybody, I'm Martise, and today I will be talking about handshakes. So, we'll be having, we'll be having a career fair. So at career fair, you'll be meeting a lot of people who may potentially be employers. So actually today, I'm going to be acting as if I am an employer, and I'm looking to hire 3 people from this room. So, eventually, I'll make that decision, and
Pointing right at the computer. Okay, hit the space bar. There you go.
okay, so why should you shake my hand? One other thing that I didn't mention. So the expectations for this job that I'm offering, you have to have a 4.0, be accepted into Harvard. Okay, she looks concerned, so I'm gonna just stop right there. Actually, all I expect of you is to be able to demonstrate a solid handshake and also describe what that handshake expresses about you. So everybody's handshake may be a little different, just kind of depending on who you are as a person. It's pretty personalized, so you can get, I won't say creative with it, but it just kind of expresses something about you. That may look a little different for everybody. So it communicates who you are as a person. Me personally, I'm very passionate. I consider myself to be very confident in certain situations. So you might get that out of my handshake, whereas if somebody else is more reserved, they may be a little have a softer handshake, I might say. But these things, they do communicate something whether you know it or not. So if we actually know what we're expressing whenever we do have our handshakes or we give those handshakes, then it'll kind of give you more confidence in knowing that you are conveying the right messages whenever you're talking to employers and whenever I give you a job within the class, right? So just to throw it out there, what do you all think that your handshake says about you? Have you ever thought about it? Have you ever you've thought about it before? And what did you come up with?
Well, I hope it comes off and I'm confident.
Okay. Let's see.
It's a strong handshake.
Oh wow, that's actually impressive. The fact that he stood up and didn't stay seated and give a handshake, that's very important, because if you are sitting at a table, say like at a social setting when you're at a networking event, you should actually stand up before you shake someone's hand. So that's a good job. You actually just got a job offered out of class. So Martise. That's good. That's really good. Give him a round of applause, y'all. You might even get a bonus. But okay, yeah, so it definitely, I can see confidence, I can see you're very poised, and I would definitely be willing to give you a job. So, yeah, but it may look a little different for everybody. So does anybody else have anything that they think their handshake says about them? I need another person. And I'm not stopping until I get one.
I think my handshake feels like I milked a lot of cows growing up because it's really firm.
Okay, it's really firm.
Yeah.
Okay, so that can be good or bad. Whenever I shake anybody's hand, you really don't want to be too firm, just because if you're actually hurting a person, then that person won't want to give you a job, especially like in whatever networking situation it may be. But like I said before, it expresses individuality during interviews, and is also commonly associated with the first impression. So this is like your chance to pretty much sell yourself to any employers or anybody that you're talking to. Oftentimes, like when I'm just at any event or just talking to somebody who I just might have met for the first time, I always smile. Like that's just one thing that I do. Also, my handshake is always the same. So it's never switching up, whether it's male, female. It's always the same, pretty firm grip, and it's just kind of how I go about it.
I think the clicker is dead, so don't count on it.
Alright, so before I get into objectives, I'm going to show you all a quick video about some different handshakes that you don't want to do.
So what does your handshake say about you and the people you're doing business with? Find out as we count down the top 10 bad business handshakes. Here we go with number 10, the sweaty palm. At the tension of news breaking, you can't escape this nervous, sweaty grip fast enough. Yes, like that one. Number 9, the lobster claw. When this person shakes your hand, they pinch your hand between their thumb and finger. It's as if they're picking up a canister. Definitely no good if you're allergic to shellfish. At number 8, we've got the fist bump. Nothing says I'm business savvy like a fist bump. And exploding it? Well, that's just not suitable at all, ever. Number 7, the wrestler. He puts his hand on top of yours to assert his dominance. Rumour has it, this is the guy who put the I in the T. At number 6, it's the phantom. Wow, that was quick. Let's slow it down to see what happened there. Clearly, she's got more important places to be and more important people to see. The linger pops in at number 5. There's shaking hands and then there's holding hands. Obviously, the linger has no idea which is which. Forward. Number 4, the decliner. Decliners are fastidious folk. They won't touch a doorknob without sanitizing it, let alone shake hands. Number 3, the tickler. Everything appears normal enough, and then something feels a bit off. It's their middle finger stroking the palm of your hand. In second place, it's the vice. Once you escape the crushing grip of the vice, you can't help but feel sorry for him. He must feel terribly inadequate to shake hands like that. And here it is, the worst of the worst. The bottom of the barrel, the handshake only a mother could love. The dead fish. If handshakes say something about you, this one has to say you're a limp-wristed pushover who's easily battered into submission. Business.gov.au.
Alright, so that's that. Have you all ever ran into any of those people? Have you ever been one of those people? But yeah, I definitely used to be the vice guy. Because I thought that because I was a guy that my handshake had to be extra strong for no apparent reason. So I would just kind of muscle up. But it wasn't always necessary. So I'm going to pass around cards. Just write down a few adjectives that describe you, and we're just going to kind of make a handshake out of it. So whatever those things may be, just try to express that in your handshake. And later on, like, we'll just go around the room and shake hands, meet people, network, make friends. Okay, so a procedure for a good handshake. First things first, make good eye contact. That's something that you did very well. You can read a lot about a person just by looking into their eyes. They say you can see their soul, whatever that may mean. But kind of going from there, can I get a volunteer, please? Anybody? Come on.
Come up there?
Yes. So, solid eye contact. Next is extend the hand perpendicular to the ground. So the hand, if you were to chop something, you should be able to like. All right.
Am I gonna? What if
No.
Okay.
So we're just gonna kind of demonstrate. So make solid eye contact and kind of like block me. And then after that, extend the hand, web to web with partner. That's kind of like, I can't do it, but if you extend the hand, then this is supposed to be the web. So if I connect my web and her web, then it's just like that. And then you squeeze and shake. So probably 2 shakes of 2 to 3 seconds. That's about how long it should be. And then after that, you let go. Plain and simple. So we're just gonna demonstrate a handshake. And so we might as well just do yours now. So 3 things that you think describe you best as a person.
Relatable, probably. Confident in some ways. I'm outgoing.
Okay. So I would expect that to be very firm, not too aggressive, but very firm. So that if I tried to pull away, I couldn't necessarily pull away easily. But let's see. Okay. Somewhat similar to mine. So that's pretty good. Yeah. No, that's good. But okay. So I have one minute.
You're good.
All right. Yeah, you're good. So what did anybody else come up with? Things that just describe you. Does anybody have something different than relatable, confident, passionate, anything else? Yeah, just a few tips. Always make good eye contact, just because that's like one of the biggest nonverbal things that you can communicate with somebody and actually connect with them with. Also, shaking hands is a big deal. For a lot of people, that can just kind of send a message of being trustworthy. So by having a solid handshake, that can say to someone that you're trustworthy and they can trust you. And that's very important whenever you're looking for jobs. So don't warn people, don't be the vice guy and try to aggressively just manhandle every hand that you come in contact with. Also be confident, have confidence in yourself and believe that you have what it takes, and don't try to make everything all about the handshake, because it's not all about the handshake. But this is pretty flexible. Any majors can use it. Everybody's going to be networking, everybody's meeting new people, trying to get job opportunities. So in whatever setting that may be, just always have a good handshake. Key points: everyone should have a good handshake. It leads to business opportunities, and you just never know where it can get you. This past summer, I met a lot of people, shook a lot of hands, and I actually ran into a guy who was willing to give me an internship opportunity after graduation, but I won't be graduating for another year. So just by making that contact, I'll have a job opportunity. And it just all happened over a lunch, and I guess I have a good handshake. So, and that's pretty much it. Do you all have any questions? No?
Okay, thank you.
Yes. So we have one, but we didn't have any volunteers.